In this video, we will be discussing the parameters required when setting up for a test patient or study on the CardioMD acquisition station. In order to set up a new type or a new patient on a CardioMD, you need to actually choose a study type, static, dynamic, MUGA, a SPECT, or a gated SPECT. I will use the simplest, which is static. Doesn't really matter. I want to create a new patient, so I'm going to click on New Patient. There are certain fields of information that you will need to enter. You notice right now the Apply button is grayed out. I can't click it. It will not let me click it. It won't let me proceed. I must give the patient last name, and so we will use the last name of Test. I must give it an ID number. Doesn't matter what it is. I must give an exam type. So we'll say quality, and you notice I still don't have enough information. I must tell it whether it's male or female. Well, we'll say male just for grins. Now all of a sudden, I have an Apply button. Once I click Apply, you'll notice that my new patient showed up in my list. I can either click on New Visit, or I can just double click on the patient itself. So double click on the patient. I have a patient name of Test. Data set name will say quality. I don't need to enter comments or any of this information. You will need to pick your resolution, your matrix size. If you want an isotope, you'll pick that. If you want uniformity correction, which I don't have any, you would pick that. And 1 detector, 2 detectors. If you want it to stop or start in a certain amount of time, or not start, but if you want it to stop in a certain amount of time, you would enter that. If you want to stop after a certain number of counts, you'd enter that. I'm not putting in either, so basically it's depending on me starting and stopping the study by hand. So I'm going to tell it to start. It's actually acquiring counts right now. If I had source out, you would see this total counts incrementing slowly. But as we got a very, very low count rate, it's going to take a long time for any counts to actually be indicated here. Once I've achieved my parameters that I want, I can type or click on Stop. At this point, I can tell it to store the study, which will store it here. And since DICOM is configured, it will export it to my Pegasus. Or I can say continue, oops, I didn't mean to stop. Or I can say abort, in which case it just dumps all the data. I'm going to say store. You'll see it says store requested, auto exporting, acquisition completed successfully. At the end of an acquisition, you're always going to get a summary page like this. It tells you about your study, your isotope, how many counts were acquired, just various pieces of information. I'm going to hit the door. The door is, think of it like an exiting a door. That gets me back to my study condition. Again, exit the door, and I'm back to my initial start screen. The support staff at Universal Medical are here to assist you with all of your nuclear medicine technical and parts related questions. Please call us at 888-239-3510.